Today we're talking about chicken, more specifically, breasts. With this candle, I do delight to invite the divine into my life. Deep within, my flame burns bright. Bring my hearth and home, peace, prosperity, compassion, happiness this day and this night. Blessed be. Welcome to Witch Sticks. My name is Carly, and I hope you enjoy. So, let's talk chicken. Before me I have an entire chicken, but I'm not going to be using its entirety. It does come with the giblets, or little bits, as I like to call it. And that is swell. The only part we're going to be working on today is the breasts. The rest of the chicken I will hold off for another use, of which there's multiple things you can do with a whole chicken, and it is cheaper. Therefore, I love to save money and get more for my buck. Okay, I was gonna show you exactly how I pieced these beautiful breasts apart from the rest of its entirety. However, my video did not properly record, so I will have to show you that another time. Anyhow, let's go to the stove, shall we? On the topic of chicken, we are using a method called poaching today that is very simple. But the more simple things are, I find the technique is the most important. Otherwise, the cook of the chicken can get rubbery, it can get dry, bland, good eating. So, let's begin. So today the basic technique is poaching chicken breasts, or any chicken for that matter, and you're left with beautiful cooked chicken and a lovely broth that you can do a variety of things with. You can also flavor your broth with just about any amount of liquids and or substitutions. Today I have chosen basic chicken broth. You could use homemade, you could use water if you even wanted to. You can also use anything besides wine. You could add just more broth or more water. I chose a dry Sauvignon Blanc. Parsley, although he does specify you can use green onions as well. And then you have a choice of using dried herbs such as, I chose juniper berries, Szechuan peppercorns, star anise, ginger if you wanted to, you name it. It depends on how you want to use the broth later and what flavors you want to impart into that beautiful liquid. I also am going to be using fennel fronds because in our poached buttermilk curry chicken salad recipe, it has us using fennel, and I don't want to let those fennel fronds go to waste. So I'm going to get this all put together, and then we're ready to poach our chicken.
John Ash instructs, bring the mixture to a boil and then reduce the heat and simmer for 3 to 4 minutes to extract some flavor from the seasonings. Place the chicken breast into the simmering stock, which should cover the chicken completely. If it doesn't, add additional stock or wine. Cover the pan and simmer slowly for 6 minutes, checking periodically to be sure the liquid is not boiling hard, and adjust heat if necessary. Turn off the heat and allow the chicken breast to sit covered for 15 minutes. They should be just cooked through at this point, and then remove and proceed as follows.
15 minutes is up, and probably way over that. Chicken breast seems firm, which is a good indication that they're done. If you are really concerned, you can always use an instant read or meat thermometer. To get our chicken ready for salading, John Ash suggests that we pull off the skin and then just chop these chicken breasts up while warm. Tastes like chicken with a hint of acidity, maybe. Not a lot going on. After you've taken your chicken out, it's time to strain your broth, let it chill down, and then you can use it for anything you desire. My first thought is cooking rice instead of just plain water. Use your stock. And now you have a lovely flavorful broth to use for whatever. The next part of our chicken dish has arrived. While we wait, I figured we put together the dressing ingredients and a couple little prep things before assembling. I have mayo, sour cream, and buttermilk in here. We're gonna toast some curry powder, chop up the grapes, zest our orange, get a little juice from other citrus, and add some honey. So add a teaspoon of honey for this time around, although it can be to taste as well. If you like a sweeter chicken salad, go for it. No one's gonna blame you. Just a little sweetness to add to all that pucker and sour cream. 2 teaspoons orange zest. This happens to be a Cara orange, and they are this gorgeous color inside and have the most, like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's the orange juice that you want orange juice to be like. Phenomenal. Not the whole orange. And then some citrus juice, just to again balance out those flavors. I don't mind bits of lemon in there, but I don't want lemon seeds. Okay, and then let's toast up some curry powder. Pan going at a high heat, and then pop the top off, and 1 to 2 teaspoons curry powder for the amount I'm making. You just want to lightly toast, meaning give it a little bit of warmth to spices to wake them up. And you'll definitely start smelling them more, even though this is curry powder and it does already have a very strong aroma. You will notice a toasty perfume aerating the whole space. Time to get the rest of our salad ready for assemblage. Grab an apple. You can peel it or not. I don't mind it, but a peeled apple would be nice in something that we want good consistent textures with. And then we are going to slice and have all these grapes. Easy peasy. Assemblage time. Now I'm not sure if I have a big enough bowl for all of this, but we'll try. So, gonna put my fruit with my chicken along with chopped up fennel fronds. I decided not to use the whole fennel for a variety of reasons, but mostly because the fronds add plenty of flavor and they have a lot less crunchy texture, which we have a good amount of with our apple. Yeah, could have used a bigger bowl. Oh well. This is a lot of dressing. Might not need all of this, but you never know. Things could get thirsty. I'm gonna say that's half to begin with. And just try to maneuver this as best as I can without dumping half the contents out of the sides. Which, if you're any sort of witch, you know how to make a mess, especially in a kitchen. So the one thing that we haven't added to this salad is salt. We didn't salt our broth, except the fact it was low sodium, and we haven't salted our dressing. Salt check though. That's gonna be fantastic sitting in a day. You still get that bright curry flavor. That orange zest really pops through. Nice little tang, creaminess. That's fantastic. Yummy. I do think it needs a couple cracks of salt, because I have a salt grinder for larger grind Himalayan. I know that looks like a lot. It's probably a half teaspoon. What I should have done is salted the dressing before I added it, but better late than never. I'm fairly certain the recipe does say to add salt to the dressing. Just skipped my mind. But you know, as long as they don't forget it entirely. Nailed it. Just a sprinkle of salt. Perfection. All right. And that is it for my first chicken poaching. Not first chicken poaching. Thank you for following along. This is Witch Sticks. Blessed